make sure you get active. Start doing some exercising, whether it's walking around your neighborhood, whether it's just doing a 5-minute jog. Make sure you start doing some exercise. If it's at home and you can do yoga, make sure you're doing something.
Are you ready?
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're with your girl Nardia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you can get all my videos as soon as they are uploaded. Welcome again, everybody. Welcome to my viewers and my subscribers. You're vibing with your girl Nardia. So today we're going to talk about something that we all face at some point in our lives, and that is overthinking. So if you have ever found yourself where you're just having thoughts repeating over and over in your head, you're overthinking stuff, you're feeling overwhelmed, this is the video for you, because today I'm going to share some tips and tricks at how I get to cope and angle myself when I'm stuck in the thoughts of just overthinking everything. All right. And especially us as females, we know that we tend to overthink a lot. All right. So today, if you are new or if you are my viewer or subscriber, trust me, you want to stick around because this is the place. Because we're going to talk about a lot of things and a lot of tips. And how is it we can get those thoughts out of our heads and out of our minds and so forth. Now, I remember that time in my life when overthinking pretty much take over my life. It was the center of my life. I was always thinking about things, and it was very exhausting, and I was over analyzing everything. Every decisions I made, I was thinking about it. And most of the times when you're overthinking, the negative thoughts tend to take over from the positive. So you're mostly thinking, what is it that could go wrong, or everything that could go wrong? That is all that you're thinking about. So over the years, I've learned some strategies that I use to help me to cope with that area of my life where I think that I should always overthink stuff. So today I'm going to share with you the strategies that I've used to cope and how they can help you to move along from that part in your life. So please go ahead and grab a snack and a drink and sit in a cozy area in your environment, somewhere cozy, and let's go through these tips because they are going to help you as much as they helped me. Now, tip number 1 is acknowledging your thoughts. So most of the times we tend to not acknowledge what is happening to ourselves, and we try to push it aside and ignore it. But let's stop doing that, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is to make sure that you're acknowledging what's happening. And if you find yourself thinking about it and it's spiraling over and over, instead of trying to push those thoughts aside, try to acknowledge them and work on them. All right? Don't pretend as if they are not there, because they're there and they're not going to go anywhere unless you acknowledge them. And tell yourself that it's okay. It's okay to have those thoughts, but you are going to focus on finding some form of strategy that can help you to deal with those situations. Now, what I like to do is just to jot down my thoughts, get a notebook, and I just jot down how I'm feeling, unfiltered. You're not going to pretty up anything. You're just going to write the exact way you're feeling. And that's one of the ways that you're going to see that, yes, something is happening and I'm overthinking something and I need to stop doing this. Now, jotting down your thoughts helps you to think clearly and to see what's happening and for you to face the situation instead of shying away from it or pushing it in on the back end of your mind, because even if it goes away for a while, it's going to come back. All right, so you have to work on it in order for you to get rid of it. So that's one way that I deal with my thoughts. If I'm overthinking, I go ahead and I jot it down, and then I can see exactly what's happening and how I am feeling. And as I said, it's unfiltered, so it's just the plain truth, what is happening. So I'm not creating anything or writing anything that is not really happening. I'm making sure that I write down what is actually happening to me. So you can try that as well. Tip number 2, focus on what you can control. A lot of times we tend to focus on things that is out of our control and we just can't do anything about it, but we have it as if we can. Focus on the things that you can control and don't stress yourself about the things that are out of your control, because nothing you do or nothing you think about is going to fix that. All right. So focus on the things when you're overthinking about things. Just focus on the things that I have control of at this moment. All right. All the other things, they can wait. Focus on the one that you're in control of, because the mind is the power, people, right? And we know that the mind controls the body. So we have to try to train our minds to focus on things that we can control and leave the ones that we cannot control, okay? And I'm going to give you an example. So say, for example, you're having some problems at work or something is just happening at work. And this is just an example. Instead of focusing on how to take control, just focus on the actions that you can take rather than focusing on the outcome, because sometimes there's just nothing you can do to fix the situation until you take action. Okay? So that is one way that you can help yourself with overthinking. Tip number 3, limit the intake of information. Sometimes we're just taking in too many things in our brains, and when our brains needs rest as well. Imagine the brain is working right around the clock. So sometimes it needs a little time to relax. So whether you're doing something and you're overthinking it, just relax, stop, and limit the information that you're taking in. All right. Nothing is wrong if you take a break and limit yourself, whether it's on social media, whether it's a research that you're doing, maybe you're watching a series or something that is happening. Just stop. Don't take any more information in and take a break. Now, it's funny to even say this, but as a YouTuber, I find myself where I'm getting out of control. I'm like, I'm addicted. So I am going to learn, guys, to take a minute from social media. I must, all right? And I need to just take a break and detox and put away all the social media stuff and just focus on self, because without self, you cannot continue with even being a YouTuber or doing your work. All right. So sometimes, whatever is stressing you, whatever information you're taking in too much of, you need to detox and give yourself a break. All right. Now, remember, guys, to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on over to Vibing with Nardia. It's your girl Nardia, and we're having a vibe over here. It's just a cozy, relaxing place where you're learning a lot of information. It's just personal things that we're sharing out that is happening in our everyday life over here, okay? And remember, guys, to please subscribe, share my videos, make sure that you're leaving your comments, and make sure you're liking my videos as well, okay? Tip number 4, guys, this is a very important one. So make sure you're replacing all those negative thoughts that you're having with only positive thoughts. All right. So when the negative thoughts are coming in the mind, put them aside and replace them with positive ones. Okay. So make sure you're looking in that mirror and you're telling yourself all the positive things that you can find about yourself. Speak them into existence, okay? Make sure that you're telling yourself, I'm important, I'm loved, I'm responsible, I have a family that loves me, God loves me. Think about all the positive things and motivate yourself, because sometimes the mind is tricking us and having us think of negative things. Put them away, guys, and think of only positive things and thank me later. Tip number 5, Make sure you get active. Start doing some exercising, whether it's walking around your neighborhood, whether it's just doing a 5-minute jog. Make sure you start doing some exercise. If it's at home and you can do yoga, make sure you're doing something, because exercise helps to release all the stress that is in your mind. All right. And when you see yourself exercising, you're going to see that your body starts to respond to things differently. So make sure that you are going out and you're getting physical active, you're exercising. That's a good one. For example, for myself, I go on the weekends and I get some exercise in. I make sure that I'm walking. And while I'm doing that, my mind and my body is feeling much better. Okay. So make sure you're doing some of that. Find something that you like to do, some activity that you like to do, and just stick with it. Get a routine and start doing it. And you're going to see where it's going to help you. And it's going to make a big difference in your life. So remember, guys, overthinking is a journey, it's not your destination. And celebrate all the small victories that you have accomplished. They matter, okay? Remember, we always hear the saying that the smallest present is, it has the most in it, all right? So all those small victories that you are accomplishing, make sure that you celebrate them and you give yourself time, and know that nothing beats time. All right. All you need to do is just find strategies and some little ways in which that you can focus and know that life, as I said before, life is life. And there's nothing that we can do about it. We just have to face it and work on ourselves. All right. So, all the tips that I've shared, those are just a few. I'm going to share some more with you guys. Just make sure that you're focusing on them and you're doing them. All right. It takes time and you don't have to do all at once. All right. So, for example, you see, I want to do something where I start putting in some exercise. Go ahead and start doing that. I want to do something where I start to look in that mirror and tell myself all the positive things about me. Go ahead and do that. And it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your gender. We all face the same things. Life doesn't separate us at all. We are all one. All right. So make sure that you are focusing on you. All right. And remember, guys, make sure that you're celebrating those small victories because they matters, right? And everybody has their own journey, and you just have to stay on your path and find ways to fix whatever you are going through. All right. Don't get frustrated. It takes time. Time is the master of all things. Like these strategies that I've shared, and these are some that I'm working on myself as well. I am not anywhere close to perfection as yet, but I am just continuing to grow and continue to embrace myself and know that I am important and I have a place in this world. All right, as we all do. Till next time, keep vibing, keep positive, and remember, you are enough. Just as you are enough. All right, so see you guys in the next video. Bye.